So what is this? It is a Excel sheet. Game launches and events by required readiness level. So 1025. So 10, is that feasible? 1025 pre-patch, which means in early December. 10 pre-patch on the 25th. 1, 2, 3, 4. The week of Thanksgiving? We've had awkward launches like that, right? Oh, 28th. So after. Okay. Oh, so the 5th? That doesn't sound right. A 5th week seems too long. Now, of course, we have no idea what the pre-patch event is going to be, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resets. That doesn't seem ideal. My take was the latest would be the 13th. Why is it bad? It seems unnecessarily long. It seems long. Like if there was going to be a November 28th launch, then I would say the 1st should be the pre-patch date. Didn't Ian say in one of the early interviews when Alpha started that they were doing a 2-week pre-patch this time? No, I don't remember them saying a 2-week pre-patch. This is plausible. I mean, I think this is fake, but the dates are plausible. So if the dates are right, it's just because it was a good guess. I don't buy it as a leak. Are we gonna do another leak season video? It's been a long time, buddies. Actually, are there other leaks that have been, supposed leaks that are coming out? Because I'll shamelessly do that. Another leak season video. I think a 2-week pre-patch is bad though, especially because of the scope of what's happening here. You got talents, you got leveling changes, you got you got the fucking things. You got people trying to go in and doing the draft they're starting quest line. You've got Chromie time changes, Shadowlands being added to Chromie time. It's gonna be wild. Your guesstimate was for the release was the first. Yeah. So here's the other thing. The reason why I say I've been saying the 13th for a launch date is because it allows for a proper season. It allows a proper 2-week start for the season by having like a 2 or 3 week wait. So I was saying the 13th is like kind of the ideal thing because the week of the week just before Christmas break, not a good time to do it. The week right before New Year's break, not a good time to do it. So the 13th, I'd say, would be like the latest to do the actual Dragonflight launch. That way, boom, 1, 2, 3, two full resets. Or sorry, 3 full resets to enjoy like the start of the game, level up, get crafting done, shit like that, and then season 3 begins right after New Year's. I'm sorry, season 1 starts right after New Year's on the 3rd. Because otherwise, if you have a launch of like the 28th, I guess you could have season 1 start on the 13th, but then you're definitely like colliding with the holidays for like, the start of Mythic, the Race to World First, and stuff like that. How long did CN open up? 2 weeks. It's been correct me if I'm wrong, please, but I'm pretty sure it's been 2 weeks. That would mean Mythic on the 20th. Yeah, and I know that they've cut it really close before, with regards to like their schedule and how the Race to World First ends up following there. They can push Mythic back, and that's where I think they fuck up. Melman, people were pissed about that back in season 2 of Battle for Azeroth. People really did not like having to wait like 5 or 6 weeks. They basically weren't really doing much until the season started. So imagine like all you're doing is Mythic dungeons, regular dungeons, and unrated PvP for 5 weeks. To me, and I think that's kind of dull. That's a little boring. Here's the other thing that would happen too. If you wait 5 weeks, what's that going to do with crafting? Because they haven't talked about this yet. when are people going to be able to make like crafted gear, and how high of a level will that crafted gear be? Let's pretend that heroic or mythic gear, mythic crafting won't happen until the season starts. That's my prediction, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right on it, because there's a specific bind on pickup item that will drop for everybody via quest, that is required in order to make even regular epic gear. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a resource that you won't see until the season starts, which means that crafting is going to be also very limited at that point. So not to say that everyone's going to be able to like max out their crafting and do all that stuff, you know, in the weeks before the season begins, but having 5 weeks or so is too long. And people were pretty loud about that last time. Then they changed it to a 2 or 3 week gap, and people were much more cool with that. I'm going by like the historical weather of things, and me just remembering shit. That's how I remember it. Like if anyone was there for like the start of like season 2, that's Battle of Dazara lore, by the way. People who were there for like season 2, like they were just like, they're just kind of spinning their wheels being like, so where's the content, guys? And then finally, and it took a long time. Nobody wants or can raid during Christmas though, as well as there's Blizz staff having time off, so only a scale. Yeah, I don't buy into that. Nather did drop 2 weeks after, but I do remember since that it was near Christmas having progress issues with the holidays being so close, but they made it. Having something like this, having a launch date of the 28th, and I thought this through. Like back when I was making one prediction after another, I thought this through. I didn't think that that the 28th was a good time to do it. I mean, sure, it's right after the holidays, which is also its own kind of awkward, because remember, the expansion is going to launch Monday the 28th at 3 p.m. You know, if they're going to do another worldwide release, Monday here in California time, 3 p.m., and then elsewhere. So that's like right after coming back. That's right. That's people are still flying back in from Thanksgiving and all that stuff. Hopefully not getting sick with whatever the hell is going around the world these days. So this November 28th date, it could happen, but I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't think it's a good idea to start on the 28th, because it introduces all sorts of weird issues. They start the season 2 weeks after. It's going to be weird during the holidays. If they push it all out, it's still going to be awkward, because you have, this full week, 2, 3, 4, 5 full weeks, and then on the 6th week, then you start. I believe is the same wait. That was the same wait time as it was during the whole season 2 start for BFA. And like I said, people didn't like that, and Blizzard heard that loud and clear. They haven't done it since. Is it too soon? Because given it's August 16th, you got 2.5 months for the alpha to end, for the beta to begin, classes and whatnot. That's gonna finish within the next week or so. We still have dungeons, raid testing, end game, and polish. I think that's enough time, but at the same time, I don't think that's enough time. Also, 6 weeks wait. Yeah, exactly, Flux. Like, it makes it even worse, because at least there was like other stuff to do. Well, I mean, you were still kind of mid-season stuff, but you could just be like, oh, I'm gonna level, and I don't know, like, yeah, having that happen like that for the expansion launch, I think would be like way worse. Especially because that's really critical. You want to have people like on and engaged and having a good time before the drop off. Before you have the inevitable, okay, cool, like honeymoon's over, and then people will dip out because for whatever reason that they want.